Hi, my name is Yuriy Shishkov. I'm a principal master builder at Fender Custom Shop. I started working at Fender in the year 2000, but prior to that, I have a background in guitar making, which goes back to Soviet Union, where I came from. I started making guitars in the mid-80s after having problem to find or purchase a normal playing guitar, and decided I just gonna make it myself. So making the first guitar, I have people who came to me and asked also to make them. I became a guitar builder. In 1990, I moved to the United States. I got a job at another major brand guitar company and started making guitars for artists, trade shows, and prototypes. And when I got a job at Fender, I started working on much more complicated projects than before. And Coronation Stratocaster is one of them. Well, Faberge history goes back to my beginning, my homeland. I was born in Leningrad in the USSR, which is now St. Petersburg. It's the same city where the Faberge started his company, started his business. The whole Faberge background, the whole artistic aspect of his work is something I've always been influenced and inspired in my projects. When I saw Coronation Egg the first time, I knew this would be perfect to put it on the guitar. Design of the egg itself, the lines, the whole pattern, everything will just look like it was designed to be on the guitar as well. So this is my interpretation of the Faberge work. Whatever he designed, instead of put it on an egg, I just decided to put it on the guitar. Yes, if you look at the Stratocaster and, for example, Telecaster, you would obviously see that Telecaster is not as rounded over like a Stratocaster. And if you look at the Faberge Egg, you pretty much instantly see, oh, belongs to Stratocaster. I think that's an ideal guitar for that project, and it's been proven after successful completion of the guitar that it was the right choice. When I obtained the Coronation Egg, it's a replica of Faberge original egg, and I started designing instrument based on what I see in front of me. It's very difficult to do something that you just simply look online on the images and in such a complex project. Well, the design looks like very simple. At the same time, it's complex. So the whole egg has all these multiple trellis that wraps around the egg, and I wanted to capture that kind of a pattern, those trellis on the guitar, without taking away a whole concept and image of the egg. I would say that most difficult part here was to show not so much of mathematical geometry, which you would think the guitar itself has. If you would take straight lines and make that kind of a pattern on the guitar, you would see instantly this mathematical, I would say, discomfort. And the reason for that is that on the egg, those trellis have no straight line. They all curve. And the way you see Stratocaster is pretty much exactly what you see on the egg, because if you put the guitar sideways slightly or on the angle, you will see that those lines are not straight. Every single segment of those trellis has a different length. And you can see there's hundreds of them. Process of making it, I had to obtain new tools, even learn some tools, how to use it, special devices that used by jewelers. And for example, trellis are made from a flat fine silver wire, which is went through the special rolling machine to create that pattern that you see on a Faberge egg, on the trellis itself. After that is done, I had to attach them to the Stratocaster, to the body itself. And it's not just simply as like I just gonna glue it to the top, to the surface, because no matter how you attach, what kind of material or adhesive you're using on a metal and the wood, or just a surface finish on the guitar, it will eventually be possible to accidentally pop it up, or with the time it might just come loose. So what I had to do, I had to attach little legs, two little pins that goes into the body itself and secure there with epoxy. In this case, it's make it one solid connection between the trellis and the body, and whenever come loose, it will stay there forever. So it's involved a lot of steps and a lot of techniques that so not related or even close to guitar building. This is completely different field. This is jewelry making, this is metal crafting, and it's challenging, but that's what I like about it. Without a challenge, this kind of projects makes no sense. As you can see, Faberge Egg itself has a completely gold color, and I decided to also use a gold leaf on the entire instrument. That's including the body and including the neck. And it's a technique which is a craft on its own, and this is not as simple as you just slap, little sheets of gold on the body, because it's got much more involved in preparation. And one of the tricks, for example, the body actually painted black before the gold leaf goes on it. That's now one of the steps that you have to go, it's including body, it's including neck. And once you're done, you can go over all the pieces or spots that expose in black color and just cover it and get it done and fixed. And you have to go through all instrument and see if you miss something, because once the top coat goes on it, you cannot cover it up. Well, pickups was a very special part of the project too. It wouldn't be a Faberge style, Faberge level of expectation if you just simply slap the pickups on it and maybe just gold leaf them. So I had to do something a little bit more ornate, more complicated. So number one is the pickup bezels. I had to design those and make those. They made out of thermally modified maple, which is safe for the, I would say, test of time, because it's not gonna crack, it's not gonna shrink, it's gonna be stable forever. And they are also gold leaf. They're made in the same way as the body itself. They painted black, they put a gold leaf on it, and then put a top coat. The pickups itself has gold covers, but it's decorated also with a guilloche. Guilloche enamel is something that Faberge was famous for. It's a pattern which is created on fine silver. It's a symmetrical pattern, and then over it, it receives the enamel, and it's becoming alive when you see the light movement, and it's surrounded by diamonds. All the diamonds, settings, and the entire pickup itself with its cover and bezels was quite a significant part of time to accomplish for this instrument. If you look at the neck, right in the middle of the neck, you see the pattern, and some people asking me, how is it done? Is it like a gold in there? It's not a flat, it's not two-dimensional, it's actually carved. So I had to make a pattern using a carving technique. After that, I had to stain individually all the colors that on it, and then also the fine lines that you see, and they have a deep groove in it. They are actually gilded with the type of a gold leaf material, and it's also was really complicated and really delicate technique, because in that case, any spillage or spilling over or running over the edge would be very difficult to repair and hide. So the whole complex concept of the neck itself was as challenging as the body, despite that it's much smaller in size and looks like complexity. I think we haven't covered the most important factor of this instrument. That's it's a musical instrument. This is not just only a work of art. It's not just simply a guitar that you can display and admire. This is a guitar that you can actually play. Number one, in fact, priority in any guitar I make is not so much to make it beautiful, but to make it well played. And this guitar accomplished all these aspects as well. It was a pleasure to work on a guitar like this. It was an honor to work on a guitar like this. And I hope somebody who will have this guitar will not only enjoy it the way it looks, but also how it plays.